Hello everyone, I am a mysterious person who will tell you the mysterious stories that I have heard as well as the stories that you have sent in from all over the world. Today, I will bring you a story that I have heard, but this time, I have changed the characters and setting to bring a new and more creepy atmosphere. Let's listen together to the legendary story of the ghost in a white dress on the Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge is not only a symbol of San Francisco connecting two majestic bays, but also a place associated with a dark legend that few people dare to mention. Every night, when the street lights reflect on the water, the surrounding atmosphere becomes darker and colder. That is the time when mysterious stories about the ghost of a young girl in a white-out dye begin to appear, making many people shiver every time they hear about it. Jack Thompson, a young tech enthusiast, works at a downtown startup. He is dedicated to his work, often working late to complete projects. Despite his busy schedule, Jack always tries to find a balance between work and personal life. However, one night, Jack's perseverance takes him on a journey he will never forget. After a stressful day at work, Jack decided to take an extra ride home. As he was leaving the office, he received a call from a client who needed to be picked up from the San Francisco waterfront near the Golden Gate Bridge. The call didn't include much specific information other than the address, but Jack, being a dutiful person, didn't think much of it and agreed to take the call. Little did he know that this decision would lead him into a haunting ghost story. When he arrived, Jack found the Golden Gate Bridge deserted and quiet at night. The dim street lights reflected on the water, creating a mysterious atmosphere. Although he felt a little uneasy, Jack decided to head towards the meeting place. The cold air and the sound of the wind blowing across the bridges made his heart beat faster. He told himself that it was probably just a late customer, but his heart had a feeling that something was wrong. From afar, under the sparkling street lights, the figure of a girl in a white-out dye appeared. Her long hair was loose, covering her face. She walked towards Jack like a ghost in the dark night. Her voice trembling, she asked Jack if she wanted to book a taxi. Jack, although feeling a little surprised, still kept calm and invited her to get in the car. The girl did not answer, just nodded slightly and got into the car. The air in the car suddenly became colder, making Jack feel cold on his skin. The moonlight through the window illuminated the rearview mirror, reflecting the girl's blurry image, creating a scene that was both mysterious and terrifying. As Jack put on his helmet and started driving, he felt an unusual coldness coming from her. She sat quietly, but her pale face and wild hair made Jack feel that something was wrong. The street light reflected in the rearview mirror. Jack glanced at the girl's empty eyes as if she was looking into his soul. While driving, the girl whispered that she had died on this bridge. Her car crashed into the river, but her body was never found. Jack, his heart pounding, tried to calm down and asked her more about her story. The deeper he went into the bridge, the heavier the air seemed to become. Cold winds blew, numbing Jack's arms and legs. He began to feel as if he was being watched, and every time he looked up at the mirror, the girl's image became clearer and more terrifying. Her eyes not only penetrated the mirror, but also seemed to see into Jack's soul, making him feel weighed down. magnetic vibrate down by an invisible force. The presence of the ghost made Jack's car feel strange. He tried to concentrate on driving, but the feeling of coldness and unease grew stronger. Suddenly, the car suddenly lost control, crashed into the bridge railing, and fell into the cold river under the Golden Gate Bridge. A terrifying scream echoed in the night before Jack sank into the dark water. His body mysteriously disappeared, leaving the abandoned car on the bridge. The scene happened so quickly that no one could react. The street lights flickered a few times before going out completely, leaving a silent and terrifying space. The dark water under the bridge seemed to swallow everything, leaving no trace of the life that had existed before. The sound of the waves crashing and the wind howling through the bridge pillars created a gloomy symphony like the lament of lost souls. The next day, an abandoned car was found on the bridge, but no one knew what happened to the driver. Rumors of the ghost in white-out dye continued to spread. Many people said that when they passed the Golden Gate Bridge late at night, they still saw the silhouette of a girl in white standing silently, as if waiting for something from the other world. Some people even said that they heard a demonic laugh in the distance, making them shiver every time they thought about this story. Some brave souls have even attempted to catch a glimpse of her by stopping their cars on the bridge in the middle of the night. However, only those filled with curiosity have dared to attempt it. Those who are lucky or unlucky enough to encounter her often never forget the moment, and many claim to be haunted by her spirit. The story of the ghost in a white dress on the Golden Gate Bridge is not only a legend, but also a reminder of the mysteries that we cannot explain. Perhaps each of us has our own mysterious stories, things that have not been revealed. This legend is also a part of local culture, creating the mystery and attraction of one of the most famous symbols of San Francisco. Stories like this not only add to the appeal of famous landmarks, but also make us ponder the supernatural things that exist around us. Perhaps beneath the ordinary shell of modern life, there are still hidden corners filled with secrets and restless souls. Thank you for listening to this story. If you find this story interesting and want to discover more mysterious stories, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to help my channel develop and motivate me to tell more interesting stories. See you in the next stories, where mysteries and ghost stories will continue to be discovered.